Hey guys, it's Sean here with TeamiCons and at Powerhouse Gym. That's why it looks a little different. Got a Groupon for 2 months, so it's the one in Madison Heights. And I just decided to record a hamstring and upper back workout. So I warmed up with 135 and 225, about 2 sets each, and then shot into deficit deadlifts. I did 275 for 3 for 2 sets, and then I basically just decided that it would be best to take a week off from lifting entirely because I messed up my shoulder and I was giving it time to heal bench pressing about 2 maybe 3 weeks ago. But deadlifting felt really heavy today, and I really was not liking it, especially with these deficit deadlifts. I believe I did 4 sets of 3 after the 275 of 295, and I was just not getting low enough. My hips were too far forward, my chest was not high enough, and I wasn't sinking my hips low. So as you can see, my legs straightened out before I started even lifting, and I had to refocus on my form a lot. Like in between every single set, I was basically focusing on my form and trying to get my head into it because these deficits felt so heavy when they shouldn't really feel heavy at all. This is only the moderate weight that I'm hitting. I'm not even going as heavy as I really should be going. And towards my third and fourth set of 295, you can just see that it shot up way faster than when I started. But I definitely have to work on that. And then I was going to do some speed squats. So I did 135 for 5 reps, and I did 4 sets. Rested about 20 to 30 seconds. And even with these squats, I don't know what's wrong with my form or what I was doing, but I was not sitting back far enough. So when you watch me squat, pay attention to my knees because they are way past my toes by about a couple inches, and that's due to because I'm not sitting my hips back right when I initially bend. I'm bending my knees before I bend my hips, and I can just see it right here. I'm still getting the depth that I really want, but I can get much deeper if I sit my hips back first before I bend my knees. I mean, these felt really light just because it's 135, but even when I stand up, you can just see how crooked I am already. It's like, I don't know why, but I'm just bending my knees way too fast. I mean, it's 135 and I'm already wearing a belt. And the reason I'm wearing a belt is because I didn't pull close enough to my shins on the deficit deadlifts. So I initiated the lift with my back. Hence my back is really sore, when it should have been my hamstrings first. Hamstrings, and then when it passes your knee, that's when you're supposed to drive and thrust your hips forward so you can get through the bar. But nope, my form was just totally off. My back was already feeling really just pumped and sore, and I had to wear a belt for 135 squats, which I never do. I'm also wearing my wrist wraps because I have bad left wrist, so just keep that on. And I'm just looking at these. I mean, I'm breaking parallel, but it's not pretty at all. And I also recorded this straight just because I don't want people being like, oh, you didn't take your 20 to 30 seconds, so just wanted to show you that. I mean, I only had about 4 or 5 different exercises today. I mean, I pre-stretched, obviously, and my shorts, I picked the wrong shorts for the day. I usually wear shorts that are either really loose or really short so that it doesn't get in the way of my knees, and I picked the wrong shorts for today, and they were just getting in the way of my squats, so I decided to roll them for my fourth set, which I probably should have did for my first set. I'm not trying to be a douche and show off my legs, but they were just getting in the way when I squat, so I couldn't get as deep as I wanted. You could probably see that my fourth set was deeper than my first 3 sets. And then I just went to light bent over rows because my back was already starting to, like I said, it was killing me. So I was just like, whatever, I'll just do 135 for 8 and just give my rest time a little bit less instead of going heavy like I usually do for these. I pull towards my abs and get a really good squeeze at the top. A lot of people do bent over rows too heavy and they can't really pull it completely to their stomach, but I like to do strict bent over rows and go a little bit lighter than what I really can do, just because I like pulling towards my abs and getting the squeeze at the top. I really don't see a point in doing heavy bent over rows and you can't squeeze at the top. I mean, that's what you really want, right? You want to work out your back. If you're gonna not be able to squeeze at the top, then you're just pulling with your arms. And that's about it for the work. Also, just a quick note, I will be releasing videos more frequently. The camera did just come in last week, and I do work 6 full days this week, 11-hour shifts, so trying to crank out these workouts as fast as I can, and I am just dead on these workouts from work.